Every year, millions of people have to make a crucial decision when they're buying a smartphone. Which mobile application platform are they going to go with? The top three are Windows, iPhone, and Android. And in between these big three, there's really two going head-to-head, and that's iPhone and Android. So us just wanting to have the best in technology when we buy our phones, which one's really better? I want to go over why Android is beating iPhone in the mobile space. First, MobiForge actually states that Android has 78% of the market share in this area. And Nelson Freitas is quoted saying Android is for the purist who wants a killer operating system. So I want to dig in deeper to why Android beats iPhone. Device differences. iPhone makes you stay with their iPhones. So you only get options between iPhone 5, iPhone 6, the 6S. You just get those options, where with Android they partner with many different manufacturers like LG, HTC, Samsung, who develop a range of products with the Android platform on it. For example, I have the HTC One, my wife has the Galaxy Note Edge, many people like the S6 that's about to come out and that series, and you can get any of those options with the Android platform, so it's a better option for the consumer. Also with applications, Business Insider lets us in on how Apple requires you to have certain default apps. For example, music. You have to use their iTunes as your default music player. Android doesn't put those restrictions on you. So if you were staying with iPhone just before iTunes, you don't have to stay for them for that reason. You can actually go to Android and have iTunes on your Android device. Epstein from BGR, who's an actual iPhone user, states, there are some default Apple apps that I would love to replace entirely with alternatives from Google, and it's just never going to happen. Another good reason why to stay with Android or switch over to Android than having an iPhone is the charger. I hear a lot of iPhone people asking if anybody's an iPhone user because you have to have their special lightning charger. Well, with Android, you can use any micro USB charger. Some would say, well, it's not a lightning charger. Well, that's not true either, because if you have the base that came with your phone and you plug in a micro USB to that, it's actually going to lightning charge your phone. Also, another reason, one of my personal favorites, is the nuggets that come with your Android. Every day when I go to work and every day when I come home, my phone tells me how long that's going to take. If I have a doctor's appointment, because it syncs with my Google Calendar, it'll say how soon I need to leave for that appointment. It'll also tell me if there's a change in the traffic, so if there's a 5-minute difference because traffic's backed up, or if it's going to be 3 minutes faster right now to get home, it'll tell me that. That's just a nice automatic feature. They're called nuggets that comes with your Android device. Business Insider also lets us into this cool little tip that your phone, your Android phone, could actually be used as a remote control for your TV. I know this is true because I lost the remote control for my TV and was actually able to download an app and use my Android device as a remote control for my TV. The reason this can happen is that there's actually infrared rays in your Android device that can be used with your TV. iPhone doesn't have that feature. Another good feature to your Android device is how you can unlock your phone. There's many different options of how you can actually unlock your phone, anywhere from a key, so for example you can have 1, 2, 3, from a pattern, or even face recognition. iPhone does have their thumbprint, but you only get really a couple options with iPhone. With Android you get a lot more options. Also with Android, you don't have to worry about read receipts, because with Android, right underneath the message, it actually will tell you, hey, this has been read. So that is a great feature as well to go with Android over iPhone. Also, Business Insider tells us about the storage for your Android. iPhones gets kind of tricky because you only get the storage you have when you buy it. And sometimes that storage gets taken up by applications you have to have. So even if you buy a 16 gig storage for your iPhone, you might only get 11 gigs to do whatever you want with, because 5 of that storage is already taken up by default apps. So if you want more space for your Android, you just get an SD card, you put it in the side of it, and you have that more storage. Also, because Android goes with different manufacturers. Business Insider lets us know that some manufacturers still let you take the back off your phone. So if you drop it in water and you have bought a phone where the back is able to come off, you can take the back and replace that battery, take that battery out for whatever reason. So these are just some options for you to use Android over iPhone. When you go back to the store and you're looking at all the smartphones you can use, it's important to take these into consideration and really examine the options you have. These are prime examples of why Android is beating iPhone in the industry and why they have the best technology out there. So remember to go with the best, and the best is Android.